Alright. We're back. I'm sure we missed something in there, but, you know, whatever. Waffles, do you find a way to get to the top floor? Please feel free to use me for interrogation practice. He was alone. I found a secret office on the top floor, Chief. A lot of blood, too. We need to get forensics up there. Do you think the murderer knew about the office? Could have gotten in on his own? It's hard to say. He could have been invited in or just knew how to gain access. Looks like this is turning into quite the case, Waffles. Seems like that way. And nothing about it is going to be cut and dry. Try to be a bit more optimistic, Waffles. We've solved our fair share of tricky cases in the past. I don't think now is the time for optimism, Chief. There's a dead body 5 feet from where we're standing. Perhaps you're right. We can celebrate once we've solved the case. Something salty. Where's a witness, Chief? In front of her house on the street? So, what are we waiting for? Let's go and ask her some questions. Give me a minute. I need to finish my milkshake first. Seriously? That's the most important thing right now? I really can't think straight until I've had my milkshake. Let me enjoy it slowly, Waffles. And don't you go ruining it like you did last time. Talking about salty foods while I'm drinking the milkshake. Respect the shake, Waffles. See. Oh, hair. Grocery list. Mouse tails, duck grease. What are you doing to me? Not this again. Can't you see that I'm enjoying my milkshake right now? Chief, I'm just sharing a clue with you. I found a grocery list on the secret office. Waffles, do you think I'm stupid? Yeah? No, of course not. Just sharing the information. Duck grease and milkshake, but it's hard to be a gourmand nowadays. You're disgusting, but you're still drinking your milkshake. You can't stop me this time. Let's go, Waffles. Oh no, Luma, the reporter, is already on the scene. This cat is suspicious. He always knows more than he should. Always the first reporter to arrive at a crime scene. How does he do it? Evening, Inspectors. Is it true that Fluffy has been murdered by a dog? We'll provide a statement as soon as we think it's necessary. Come on, Patches. Give me my reader. Something. We have no idea if the murderer was a dog. Maybe it was a dragon or a unicorn. Sarcasm is the lowest form of wit. Patches, thanks anyways for the tip. What? I didn't give you a tip. Chief Patches, you just told him that you know Fluffy was murdered. We hadn't released that information yet. Oh. Well, let's keep that little slip a secret from the higher-ups. Got it, Luma? Waffles, let's go. You see that cat over there? That's the witness. Maybe she can help us out. We've already wasted too much time talking to Lumo. It's better to keep quiet for now. He's a good guy, but he doesn't help me a lot. Actually, he's the worst investigator I've ever met. How did he become chief? Even I couldn't solve that mystery. Everyone tells me that I should buy a new car. What's wrong with this one? It runs, not fast, but it runs. As long as the radio works. Cookie is our current mayor. He's running for re-election. His political opponent is a famous billionaire, Maple. I'm not interested in politics, but I know Cookie is favored to win. Why? Good evening, miss. I'm Inspector Waffles, and this is Chief Patches. We need to ask you some questions. Nice to meet you, Gentle Cats. I'm sorry, I'm just too upset to talk right now after what happened to my dear friend. I'm sorry to disturb you. I know it's not the best time. Were you alone when you saw the body? Is your husband home? Maybe you don't have a husband? Maybe it's better if I take the lead on this one. No offense, boss. Fine, go right ahead. I'll just watch. Thanks. Let's start. Miss Millie. Miss Millie is fine. I have a couple of things I want to ask you, Millie. I'll help you as much as I can, Inspector. Neighbor. Do you know the victim? Yes. He was a kind cat and a good neighbor. I never had any problems with him. We used to talk about flowers, cooking, traveling. So just casual conversation. Never anything serious. Just idle chatter, Inspector. I bet you have something that proves otherwise, Waffles. Saw a bottle of perfume in the bathroom. That could belong to anyone, Inspector. Well, she's right. You need something more precise. Okay, love letter. Someone left this love letter in the house. Does it look familiar to you? Inspector, I'm not the only person in Cat 10 whose name starts with M. This letter isn't mine. Do you know if Fluffy was in a relationship? Like I said, it was always just idle banner. So we still need to find out who this M is. Maybe it's Maple. Fluffy admirer. Okay, so you have nothing to do with this letter. Who do you think M is? Fluffy was single, if I had to guess. To be honest, I never saw anybody else inside his house. You said you two would talk about a lot of things, but not this. Fluffy led a lonely life. I don't think he was even interested in finding someone. Fluffy admirer. So how do you explain the lady's perfume in this bathroom? Perfume? Le Petit Chaton Parisian. I don't know what you're talking about. Miss Millie, we need you to tell us the truth now. Inspector, I didn't write this letter. It's not my perfume. I don't remember seeing anybody else inside this house. Except you. You went inside the house. Fine, yes, except me, Inspector. You're right. But Fluffy was my friend and I had no reason to kill him. Warm night? What have you been doing for the last couple hours? Nothing special. Just here at home watching TV. You didn't want to go out? No, I'm an indoor cat. The kind of cat who enjoys a quiet night in, even on a warm, beautiful evening. Yes, Inspector. To be honest with you, I prefer chilly nights. Can I click this? I'm missing something. It's late, but it's not that cold. So why did the neighbor start a fire? Chimney smoke. So why did you start a fire in your house? Because it's really cold inside. Do you perhaps need to burn something important, Miss Smiley? What are you implying? Of course not. Would you mind if we took a look inside your house? Do you have probably cause connecting me to Fluffy's death? No, I don't. Kinda do, but do you have a warrant, Inspector? No, miss, but I'm sorry, but I can't let you in. You're well informed of your rights, miss. Waffles, I'll try to go with warrant if I think it's necessary right now. I don't have the proof that she's related to Fluffy's death. Thank you, Chief Patches. Just Patches is fine, miss. Have to say, that's an interesting way to handle an interrogation, Chief. Fluffy's killer. Did you see the killer? Almost. From my window, I saw someone running through the garden. Someone big. Probably not a cat. Any details you can recall? I don't know. Can you tell if they had white hair? The same color as this hair? No, it was darker than that, I think. There was more than one killer. Maybe, maybe not. We can't assume that right now. Miss Millie, are you confident it wasn't a cat you saw? I'm not sure. I didn't actually see his face. Just a shadow. A big shadow. Everything happened so fast. I'm sorry, Inspector. No problem, miss. You know what they say. At night, all cats are gray. What? Thanks for that, Chief. You're welcome, Waffles. Fluffy's enemies. Do you know if Fluffy had any enemies? Anybody who would want to hurt him? He owned a company which made a lot of money, so I'd assume so, yes. Any names you can give us? Someone who might have a reason to want Fluffy dead? Not really, sorry. We didn't talk about business. You know a cat named Irwin? I don't know him personally, but Fluffy mentioned him once. Erwin is his brother, but they haven't talked to each other in years. Do you have any idea where I can find him? No, sorry. Fluffy didn't even know if his brother was dead or alive. Don't you mean dead or alive? Some say he's dead, some say he's alive. It depends on your point of view. I don't get it. What does he look like? He's a black cat, that's all I know. Could Erwin have any reason to murder Fluffy? Can't say, Inspector. I never met him. That's all I need to know, miss. Thank you for your help. So long, Inspector. And thank you, Patches. You're a real general cat. No problem, miss. Just doing my job. What are you thinking, Waffles? I think she's hiding something. So do I. You think her and Fluffy were lovers? I can't tell. I'm disappointed. Usually magic happens quickly with you. Maybe I'm getting old, Chief. Yeah, probably. Anyways, see you tomorrow. Have a good night. See you tomorrow, Chief. Nellie isn't as clean as she pretends to be. She knew the victim very well. But how can I prove it? Fluffy, why did he have a hidden office? Where's this Erwin fella? And this unknown cat on the floor-aid? A lot of things I can't make sense of right now. Did you know Maple can save your city with his skills as a great businessman? Vote Maple for mayor and Cattown will be as successful as his companies, politics, bleh. Click. What about KFM? Vote for Mayor Cookie. He's the best for the city. Vote for Mayor Cookie and the happier Clickety, and let's try another radio station. We have Lumo, the reporter, live at the scene. Lumo, tell us what you know. This cat is everywhere. Fluffy, the famous billionaire, was found dead at his home. Chief Patches confirmed that he has been murdered. Inspector Waffles will be leading the case. He is the cat who arrested Snowball after the rooftop incident. Thanks for bringing that up, Lumo. Interesting to hear, Lumo. I thought Inspector Waffles had retired after what happened. Okay, that's enough radio for tonight. Oh, cool little art thing. CEO of Box Furniture assassinated. Police are looking for suspects in Cattown. Chapter 2. More than one way to skin a cat. Waffles. Waffles, wake up. Sleeping, Chief. That's the problem, Waffles. Don't you have an apartment? I'm fine here. Waffles, come to my office. That's an order. Someone important is here for you. Okay, I'll be there. Give me 5 minutes. 2 minutes, and clean yourself up. Don't keep our guests waiting. Best thing in this office is the view. From here, the city seems to be a great place to live. My weapon is in the upper drawer, but I don't need it right now. Oh, forgot about this flask of strong milk. 6-year-old cask strength. Good stuff. Fortunately, I don't drink anymore. Well, at least not during work hours. It can be useful for later, depending on how the day goes. Nothing else to take. Pile of books on my chair is not so subtle way to say, people are not welcome in my office. Are these tacks? This is pretty dangerous. Chance, not a very smart dog. His name fits him perfectly. If there's a god for dogs, this guy was blessed like no one else. He's so famed for his luck that bad guys want him on their team for heists and burglaries. He's practically useless at any given task, but a real lucky charm. Portrait of Pepper. Pepper, a witty criminal cat. He ruled an empire with illegal milk distilleries. He looks like a dog in this one. Maybe that's him. We put an end to his mafious business. Put him in jail. 2 weeks later, he disappeared. Nobody knows how he did it. Since then, we've had no hints to his whereabouts. He's good, really good. Meatballs, big muscles, but not too bright. I know him very well. We were in kindergarten together. Younger, he wasn't afraid of anything, except his mom. He's not a leader, but every time something bad happens in the city. Yeah, I did my best, but I came to the inevitable conclusion. I'm not able to keep the plan alive. If I can easily find any folder in my cabinet, could anyone accuse me of being messy? I don't think so. I guess not. Cattown Police Department logo. In the center, the legendary unknown inspector. They were the first to solve a case in the city. Kitten and the Broken Branch. I studied it in university. An interesting case. We're done for today.